It's been said that change is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. So, who's ready for some change? Hey everyone, welcome back to the Protege Leadership Academy. I'm Rory Verrett, your favorite executive recruiter and career coach. I help early and mid-career professionals advance in their careers. Today I'm diving into a classic book that's all about navigating change in life and your career. I'm talking about Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. It's a quick read, but packed with powerful lessons that'll change the way you think about challenges, growth, and success. After all, we're living in a moment fraught with tremendous change, including layoffs and incredible economic and political uncertainty. About every month or so, I'm going to focus on a book or productivity tool that can be helpful to you in your career. My goal is to provide you with a canon of leadership books, for instance, that can inspire you and help you learn from others who have succeeded wildly in their careers. The lessons from these books will not only help you tackle your job search, but also give you the tools to lead, grow, and make lasting changes in your career. With Who Moved My Cheese, the story takes place in a maze, and there are 4 characters, 2 mice, Sniff and Scurry, and 2 little people, Hem and Haw. Now, before you think this is just a children's story, let me tell you, this is about as deep as you can go when it comes to dealing with change and finding success. While the characters may seem simple at first, they offer profound insights into how we can all react to change in our personal and professional lives. All right, now that we have the basic story from Who Moved My Cheese, let's break down 7 career lessons from this story. I still encourage you to read the book on your own and consult it when you feel stuck in your career. So let's dive into those key moments in the book and turn them into actionable career steps. Lesson number 1, embrace change and keep evolving. The first lesson is simple but powerful. If you're not ready to adapt, the world will simply leave you behind. Just like the cheese disappeared in the maze, your comfort zone can vanish in the blink of an eye. The truth is, change is the only constant in life. Things you've grown accustomed to, whether in your career, your workplace, or your personal life, will shift. And it's your ability to embrace those changes that will determine your long-term success. Look at Sniff and Scurry. They didn't waste time sulking when the cheese disappeared. They put on their little running shoes and got to work. Imagine if they had spent all day thinking, but what happened to the cheese? Why is this happening to me? Spoiler, they would have starved to death in the maze. The lesson here is clear. When faced with change, be like Sniff and Scurry. Don't waste time in denial. Adapt quickly, take action, and look for the new opportunities that change often brings with it. This is especially important in today's fast-paced world where industries evolve, technology advances, and where you get laid off for no good reason. As business icon Oprah Winfrey says, the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. So, embrace change. The world's always evolving, and those who survive and thrive are the ones who can adapt and move forward. Lesson number 2, fear is just a fancy word for stuck. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to progress and success in your personal and professional life. In Who Moved My Cheese, Hem represents someone who's paralyzed by fear. When the cheese disappears, he's stuck, waiting for the cheese to return, too afraid to move forward. This kind of fear often manifests as the voice in your head saying, what if this new plan fails? Or, I'm too comfortable to take a risk. The reality is, when you let fear control you, you're stuck, just like him, waiting for things to magically fall into place. But here's the key, nothing will change if you're afraid to take action. Haw, on the other hand, starts to realize that nothing will happen unless he takes steps forward. He steps into the unknown, chooses action over fear, and finds new cheese. This decision to act, despite the fear, is what eventually leads to his success. There's a huge lesson for all of us. Think about it. When was the last time you took on a new challenge, even though it was scary? Maybe it was leading a team project at work, starting a new job, or taking on a leadership role. That initial fear is a signal that you're on the right track. Growth never happens in the comfort zone. Take a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, "Do one thing every day that scares you." That quote is a reminder that while fear may never fully disappear, you can control how you respond to it. Conquer it, and you'll break through barriers that once seemed insurmountable. So don't let fear hold you back. Fear is just a word, and a four-letter word at that. Lesson number 3, don't let comfort make you lazy. Everyone loves comfort. It feels great when things are going smoothly, whether it's landing a new job, securing a big promotion, or reaching a milestone in your career. But here's the thing, comfort zones can be traps. You settle into a routine, and before you know it, you've stopped growing. That's when complacency sets in, and it can be a career killer. Him and Haw were comfortable once they found their cheese. They sat back, relaxed, and assumed the cheese would always be there. But then it disappeared, and they were unprepared. The reality is, your cheese, your job, your career, your success isn't guaranteed. The moment you get complacent and stop pushing yourself, you run the risk of losing what you worked so hard for. Think about Serena Williams, undoubtedly one of the greatest tennis players of all time. She didn't just sit back and rest on her laurels after winning her first Grand Slam. She kept pushing, kept working, and kept evolving, even when it wasn't easy. She faced setbacks, including injuries and a lot of criticism, but she always found a way to stay competitive at the highest levels. She knew that if she stopped growing, somebody else would be ready to take her spot. In your career, the same principle applies. Never stop learning, never stop hustling. Keep pushing the envelope, whether it's learning a new skill, taking on more responsibilities, or seeking out a mentor to help guide you. The moment you stop growing is the moment someone else starts catching up. Lesson number 4, when it's time to move, move fast. Here's a critical lesson. When the time comes to act, do it without hesitation. Sniff and Scurry didn't waste any time when the cheese was gone. They quickly started searching for new cheese, leaving no room for doubt or second guessing. They were quick, focused, and action-oriented. In contrast, Haw hesitated. He wasted time reflecting on the past and looking for the cheese he already had. By the time he took action, he could have already found new opportunities. In your career, this is especially important. When opportunity knocks, you don't have time to sit around and wait for the perfect moment. If a job opening appears in a department you've always wanted to work in, apply immediately. If a leadership role becomes available and you think you might be ready for it, take the leap. Don't wait for everything to be just right. Maya Angelou, the legendary writer, poet, and civil rights activist, once said, "You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." This mindset is a perfect example of how quick action in the face of opportunity can shape your career trajectory. Don't let hesitation hold you back from the success you deserve. Lesson number 5, learn to adapt quickly. Change is inevitable. The maze will shift and the cheese will always move. Accepting this is key to thriving in your career and personal life. Think about a company like Netflix. It didn't just sit back and rely on its early success as a DVD rental service. It saw the rise of streaming and quickly adapted, transforming itself into one of the leading content creators and distributors in the world. Netflix didn't wait for change to come to them. The company embraced and led the change. The most successful people in companies are those that don't just react to change. They anticipate it, adapt, and innovate. In the same way, when you face unexpected challenges in your career, don't waste time resisting the change. Embrace it, innovate, find the new cheese. Like Haw, you may discover even better opportunities once you stop lamenting the past and start adapting to the new reality. Look at Ursula Burns, the former CEO of Xerox, who became the first Black woman to lead a Fortune 500 company. She successfully navigated the company through periods of tremendous change, including the shift to digital technology and the evolution of workplace diversity. Burns adapted quickly and created opportunities where others saw obstacles. Lesson number 6, build a network of support. One key element that often gets overlooked in success stories is the importance of building and maintaining relationships. Sniff and Scurry may have been independent in their quest for cheese, but in the real world, no one achieves success alone. Building a strong network of mentors, peers, and collaborators can make all the difference. Consider someone like Melody Hobson, a trailblazer in both business and philanthropy. She's the co-CEO of Ariel Investments and has been instrumental in advocating for inclusion in business. Hobson's success didn't come from her individual efforts alone. She built a network of like-minded professionals, partners, and advisors who supported her and helped her rise to the top. The lesson here is clear. No one achieves great success on their own. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, support you, and help you grow. A strong network can open doors that you never even knew existed. And lesson number 7, keeping a positive outlook. The final lesson we can take from Who Moved My Cheese is all about the mindset. Haw had a breakthrough moment when he realized that change isn't just inevitable, it's essential to progress. Instead of lamenting the loss of his cheese, he embraced the challenge of finding something new. His positive attitude turned a potentially frustrating experience into an opportunity for growth. Your mindset can make all the difference when it comes to success. Think about the mindset of someone like Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. He's known for saying, business opportunities, they're like buses. There's always another one coming along. Branson doesn't let setbacks or challenges stop him. He embraces change, keeps a positive attitude, and moves forward even when things don't go as planned. In your career, staying positive in the face of adversity will help you move past challenges and find new opportunities. And when you keep that optimistic outlook, you're more likely to create the future you want rather than waiting for it to come to you. So there you have it. 7 powerful career lessons from the book, Who Moved My Cheese. Embrace change. Don't fear it. Stay proactive. Move fast when the time is right. Adapt quickly. Build a strong network and maintain a positive outlook in your career journey. If you're ready to leave your old cheese behind and find something better, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Remember, the maze might be tricky, but if you keep moving, you'll always find a way to your next success. Stay hungry, stay curious, and always stay moving toward new cheese. That's our show this week. I'll see you next time on the Protégé Leadership Academy.